Lagi ka bang nagtataka kung saan napupunta ang pera mo? Baka naman may binibili kang hindi mo naman talaga kailangan. In this episode, pag-uusapan natin yung mga bagay na tinigil o binawasan ko ng bilhin para mas makaipon. Kaya kung ready ka na, tara, i-breakdown natin yan. Hi friends! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Rob and I help educate young Filipino adults about personal finance and development. When I was younger, mas may tendency akong bilhin yung mga gusto ko, like branded na mga damit, mahal na inumin, at kung ano-ano pa. But as I grew older, I realized that the things that I thought I needed were the things that was influenced by my environment, which in hindsight doesn't add real value to my life, but increases my spending. Yun, habang tumatagal, nag-lessen yung mga ganun kong tendency. Bukod sa obvious na financial reason, mas naging mindful ako sa spending ko, especially now that I rely on myself. So, ano-ano ba yung mga bagay na tinigil o binawasan ko na yung pagbili para mas makaipon? Let's start with number 1, fashion trends. Growing up, kumikinang talaga yung mga mata ko sa mga floral na polo, lalo na kapag summer season. Tapos, alam niyo yung clothing na brand na Bench. I know a lot of you are familiar with it. Nagre-release sila ng mga summer-themed clothes. Tapos, pag medyo mainit na yung panahon, di ba, sa mall, ang lalaki ng billboards. Sa mall, ang laki ng billboards. And syempre, bilang walang budget na estudyante, #pangarap lang yung mga damit na ganun sa akin. Of course, nakaka-pressure and nakakaingit talaga to have one. Especially when you see the people around you wear the clothes you want. So, that time, nag-ipon ako ng malala sa mga baon ko. Only to buy those clothes that are in. By that time na nakaipon na ako, hindi napasok sa season yung mga gusto ko. So, I end up not buying it. Meron ako nabasa before na fashion trend fade. And if it does, we will have a hard time wearing the clothes we bought kasi wala na sa uso. Going back to the floral polo story, na-achieve ko naman yun, huwag kayong mag-alala. Pero when I was in college na, kasi napilitan talaga kaming bumili ng mga damit for fashion show na requirement sa isa naming subject. And then pag suot ko, I realized na hindi naman pala bagay sa akin yung ganun and ayaw ko pala nung ganong style. So imagine, kung bumili ako ng maraming ganon when I was younger, baka i-regret ko lang din eventually. Again, fashion trends doesn't matter. Your style does. Number 2, convenience food. Question, kapag bumibili ka ba sa convenience store, do you check the prices? Kasi I do. And hindi ko alam, ako lang ba? O sobrang mahal talaga ng convenience items. And bumibili lang talaga ako if I really need it. But if not, hanap talaga ako ng alternative or hanap ako sa iba. While it's not bad na bumili sa convenience store, regularly buying there might cost us more than we think if we're not mindful about those prices. Sa fast food naman, though hindi naman ako totally tumigil kumain sa fast food. In fact, I still does. Pero I try to lessen it, not only because of financial reasons, but also for health reasons. Alam naman nating lahat na guilty pleasure natin ang fast food. Di kita pinagbabawalan kumain sa fast food Ano ka mama mo? What I'm saying is, being mindful of what we eat and how much we spend from time to time does not hurt, isn't it? Number 3, brand name products. As I was saying, I was a big fan of the brand Bench when I was younger. When I was a student, nalala ko, from shoes, to bags, to shirts, to shorts, to pabango, lahat na, basta Bench. This is not sponsored by the way. Nalala ko pa nga, I constantly tell myself na kapag nagkatrabaho ako, bibilin ko lahat ng gusto ko, basta Bench lang ang brand. You know, I thought I was establishing an image that I'm a guy who wears branded clothing. It's a social thing. It's not good. But when I learned the world of ukay, ang hirap nga bumalik sa branded world. If you know, you know. I'm not saying that branded clothes are not good. In fact, if you know how to pick quality materials out of it, you might find yourself in a gold mine. Pero bakit hindi na ako bumibili ng branded clothes recently? 3 reasons. Number 1, as I said, natutuhan ko nga the world of ukay-ukay, which cuts the spending a lot, kapalit ng patience mo to find quality clothes. And of course, you'll never know who wore those clothes that you're buying. Number 2, I don't mind hand-me-down clothes. Basta walang nakakahawang amoy at gusto ko yung style or like yung quality ng material nung damit, I'm up for it. And number 3, a couple of years back, I tried to live a life of a minimalist. Have you heard about the Pareto principle or the 80-20 rule. When I was trying to scratch the surface of a minimalist life, nabasa ko doon na when applied to a minimalist wardrobe, this concept suggests that we only wear 20% of our clothes 80% of the time. Meaning, most na mga damit natin, hindi naman talaga natin ginagamit o sinusuot. And I have to emphasize this because if we're not mindful about the amount of clothes we possess, it can get slippery at some point at mag-cause ng unnecessary major spending, which can hurt our financial health in the long run. If you're not aware of this, or you've just heard this from me, or you just recently heard this concept, you can pause this video and do yourself a favor. Check your closet and ask yourself, gaano kadalas ko ba gamitin yung mga damit na meron ako at the moment? Do I really need to buy more? Wala na ba talaga akong masuot? Or I'm just making excuses to buy more to satisfy my wants? Just see for yourself. Tapos minsan, kaya mas napaparami yung gastos natin is because of the FOMO. FOMO or fear of missing out ay isang worried feeling na baka hindi mo ma-experience yung isang event o mga pangyayari lalo na sa influence ng social media. In this case, since we're talking about things, hindi lang siya about experiences or events. Kasama na rin dito yung pagkahilig natin sa trendy gadgets at iba pang luho dahil ayaw nating mahuli sa uso. So, with all that said, let me share quick tips I personally do to cut spending and save more. Yung una is the basket rule. Actually, naisip ko lang yung title nito. I don't know if it's an existing concept or name, but basically, add to cart mo muna yung mga bagay na gusto mong bilhin, whether it's an online cart or a mindset cart. And you have to wait for at least 3 days to 1 month to avoid impulse spending. Basically, patulugin mo muna yung cart at pag-isipang mabuti kung anong significance ng something na yun sa buhay mo. Saan mo gagamitin? Gagamitin mo ba in long term? Gusto mo lang ba itry? Pag napalipas mo na yung itch, then decide whether you still like it or not. Saka ka mag-check out if you really want it. I know for a fact that it's easier said than done. But if you want to, achieve financial freedom in the future, sisimulan na natin as soon as possible, di ba? Next is quality over quantity. Let me give you an example. When you buy a 100 pair of slippers every few months because they easily break, over a year, let's say, 6 na beses kang bumibili per year. So that's a total of 600, let's say. Kasi nga, papalit-palit ka naman talaga dahil nga mabilis masira. Meanwhile, when you invest into a 500 peso pair of slippers that lasts 1 year or 2 years or 3 kung sobrang maingat ka, in the long run, mas may enjoy mo yung comfort and durability with less spending. Tapos hindi ka pa mahahassle kabibili ng bagong tsinelas kasi nga nasira. Gets ba? 600 tapos may hassle ka pa ng pagbili ng paulit-ulit versus 500 na gusto mo yung design, durable, and matagal mong nagagamit. If you have been watching my videos nga before, na-share ko na bumibili kami ng salamin sa Quiapo. Parang around the 1,200. Hindi ko alam kung magkano na yun ngayon. Tapos grabe yung hassle ko kasi lagi siyang nasisira. Random moments nasisira siya talaga. Kahit di ako gumagalaw. Kahit suot ko lang siya tapos biglang nagka-crack. But anyway, yun nga. In a year, parang thrice akong nagpapalit. Pumupunta sa Quiapo, which very far from where I live. Versus nung nag-invest ako sa salamin ko at the moment. Ngayon, magto 2 years na yung salamin ko. Sobrang minimal ng gas-gas and all. So technically, nakakasave ako ng hassle at the same time ng time. So yung mga ganong instances, think about it in a long-term perspective. I promise, based sa mga na-experience ko, mukha lang siyang mahal sa una, sa umpisa. But when you run the numbers, it will tell you. Lastly, shift your focus on experience-based spending over material things. Na-try nyo na ba ma-compare yung material things over experiences when spending? Ano sa tingin nyo yung may lasting impact sa buhay natin? Think about it for a moment. There are certain things na binili ko dati na nag-last lang for quite a while. Depende sa time na pagbili ko kung wais na ba ako nun or not. Pero ibang level talaga yung experience-based spending. Kasi minsan, I literally look yung mga pictures namin 2 years ago when we went somewhere. Yun, may mga gastos talagang na-convert sa experience. Pero yun talaga yung masasabi kong worth it every peso. Kasi those are the things that can be stolen from us. Did it save me money? Maybe not, kasi nga gumastos nga ako. But it's something we can reflect on if we want to have a lasting impact based sa pinagagastosan natin. At the end of the day, sabi naman ni Ramit Sethi, hindi ka naman talaga hihirap sa pagbili ng kape o milk tea even if it adds to our overall monthly costs. If that makes you happy and it adds real value to your life, then sino naman kami para pigilan ka sa gusto mo o sabihin kung ano ang tama for yourself. But we have to be intentional to the things we are consuming if you want to upgrade the quality of life we have without spending carelessly. So yun lang yung ilan sa mga bagay na tinigil o binawasan ko na yung pagbili to save more and to convert it into quality material or a lasting experience. Ikaw, ano sa tingin mo yung dapat nating iwasan o bawasan para mas makaipon tayo at mas mag-upgrade yung quality of life natin? Comment below and let's have a conversation. If you found value in this episode, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more episodes like this. Together, let's help more young Filipino adults manage their finances to avoid financial struggles. That's it for this episode. See you on the next. Matane!